folks, we are recording. We are live. We are live. Real quickly, I just wanted to say how happy I am to be here today, and that today we have a wonderful speaker, Anthony Wordsmith Parker. Anthony, I assume you've unmuted yourself by this time, and I would let Wordsmith and his music speak for himself. Wordsmith's music ties everything together. It's a unique rap genre, a unique kind of rap that he's using to really reach out, not just in his Baltimore community, but all around the world. Wordsmith is involved in a program I used to run in Panama, which is cultural diplomacy. He's a cultural diplomat. He goes around the world on behalf of our country and shows how rap music can bring people together and help be a voice for people who don't have enough voice. He's also the head of a nonprofit called Rise with a Purpose in Baltimore. And I think he's going to be showing us some musical clips. And you better have some darn good questions because this guy rocks or raps. All right, take it away, Anthony. Are you on?
David, thank you so much for the introduction. Everybody at the Rotary Club, thank you for your time and having me as a guest to speak today. Just elaborating a little bit more on what David said. It was an honor to meet him, I think almost a year ago. As you all know, great man, has a great heart for the community. And on my side, just introduce myself a little bit more. First and foremost, I'm a father. I raised two kids. I have a 10-year-old and I have an 18-year-old that I adopted. I'm a songwriter for major networks. I run a for-profit called New Revolution Entertainment. I run a nonprofit called Rise with a Purpose, and I'm an artistic partner and spoken word artist with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. Now, my reason for doing music is probably not every musician's reason for doing music. I don't want to be a celebrity. I'm not here for fame or anything like that. I truly believe my music is just a vehicle to engage my community, and not just my immediate community, but those around the world like David has spoken about. So kind of I want to open up things is not only talk to you, but show you my actions through videos. So I'm going to open up with a short, I would say, introduction that shows my career in a couple clips. And then we're going to go on and I'm going to continue to show you how I've tried to really be a well-rounded musician so I can impact my community. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and I'm going to share this first video with all of you. Hope you enjoy.
And the sound.
Yep, I think it's clicked on. I think we're good.
Good. Thank you, brother.
The reason I like to start with that particular clip is just because I would love to show you that this journey I'm on isn't just about myself. As you see, this journey is about so many. And I've been blessed to be able to go to so many different countries besides my home of Baltimore City and touch so many lives, be a teacher, be a performer, and just really show American values. You know, mostly people in other countries see us through the news. So it's important that we go to some of these other countries for our own experience, but also to just show them true American culture from the ground level. One of my biggest things and biggest partnerships is with the U.S. Department of State. You heard David talk about. And with them, I've been working with them since 2016, and they've really been supporting my company, New Revolution Entertainment, by funding a lot of my tours that you've seen in that video. And since 2016, I've been able to perform, teach, and hold workshops in 11 different countries. I've actually been into more countries than some major label artists. So that should really tell you where my heart's at. So this next clip I want to show you, I'm just going to show a small clip of it, but it's from a small performance I did in studio, actually at the U.S. Department of State. It was one of their first tries at doing a live stream, and they also cut it together with a couple of clips from my journey. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that next.
And now you're showered and empowered. Sooner or later you need a favor. Be free of haters, educated. Giving my testimony just minutes later. Very thankful to continue to work with the State Department, and a lot of people probably don't know they do some really cool stuff. I've toured with them. I'm in here doing this studio gig today. They really trying to do some great things and connect with the world. We have a voice of our own, and even angry tones. Looking for some justice, must have had it postponed. Need a shoulder to lean, that goes for any means. Anytime you could use music as your medium to express yourself, or bridge gaps between cultures where you may not speak the same language, you may not have the same values, music is a common factor in all these things. I'll take blame and push you well beyond. Hey, I'm working hard for you. I put it down for you. I stood my ground for you. I do this all for you. I'm working hard for you. I put it down.
So that's just a little bit more of some of the work I do with the U.S. Department of State that I'm definitely proud about. And just shows you again that, you know, I'm really doing music for a really, you know, great reason. Moving on here again, not just speaking to you, I would just love to use videos to show my actions and what I work on. Some of the teaching that I do also is a hip hop history workshop. I'm going to show you a little bit of clip of that in a moment. And the reason why this hip hop history workshop is I would say impactful is I really know when you're reaching out to other countries, sometimes I have a translator. And so I really have to not just talk about, hey, this is the essence of hip hop and this is what a breakbeat is and this is a DJ. We have to show it firsthand. And so in this next clip, you'll see in this hip hop history workshop, I'm talking to kids in Tunisia about a breakbeat. And not only am I talking to them about it, we show them in real time, this is how a breakbeat is created. So just teaching, I'm very big on being interactive and not just talking to kids, because kids, they want to have their minds sparked and they want to be interested in what they're learning. So what you're going to see in this next clip here is a little portion of how I deliver these hip hop history workshops to students around the world.
What is a breakbeat? A breakbeat is when all the vocals and all the other instrumentation in a record drops out and all you have.
We're not seeing the video, Word.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you back to 1970.
We're seeing your screen.
We're gonna recreate this breakbeat. You're gonna see.
All right, let me try this again. All right.
See, even a pro can, you know.
All right, here we go. Good to go now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sorry about that.
What is a breakbeat? A breakbeat is when all the vocals and all the other instrumentation in a record.
Turn up the volume.
And all you have is.
Yeah, I have it all the way up. For some reason, I think this video is just low.
We're gonna take you back to 1973. We're gonna recreate this breakbeat. You're gonna see DJ Image over here create this loop that I just told you about. I'm gonna be the poet and add lyrics. Andre's gonna add some breakbeat dance, and Chris is gonna add some live percussion to it. So I'm gonna turn it over to my man Image right now.
No, yeah.
Everybody mute yourself on the Zoom. Word.
Thank you so much, Image. So that was an actual recreation. As you saw over there, Image took the same record, both turntables, and created that loop.
Oh, we went over
So right there, that was just a small teaching session again of not only telling them what a breakbeat is, but then showing it in real time so the kids can really lock it in their mind. The next thing I want to discuss with everybody and talk about my music career and how it impacted. You all know what's going on in Ukraine right now, and I've been blessed to actually tour in Ukraine in 2019, but not just Ukraine, but also in Belarus as well. And Belarus is, I would say, similar to Russia, where they don't have a lot of hip hop. They don't have a lot of, I would say, urban music that comes through there for a lot of different reasons. And so me coming to Belarus and putting on this concert, it was a very special moment. And so I just want to show a clip of it and just show you how powerful music is. How, again, I'm a black man from the United States where there's already a lot of struggles here. And I'm able to go to a country in Belarus who is supremely strict. And I just want you to see how they welcomed me and how they was able to see my music was full of positivity and I was there truly for them and to show them American culture at its finest. So here's a clip of that real quick. And again, I'm very proud of this moment right here. And these dancers are actually Belarusian dancers from a company in Minsk, Belarus.
We can't see the video. We can't see the video. We heard the music, but we couldn't hear the video.
So again, you can see in the crowd there, they were having a great time in a country so strict, in a country that's, as you see what's going on in the news every day, and they're, I would say, working their partnership with Russia. They was able to see past all that, and I got nothing but love when I came there. So again, music is such a vessel for as a universal language. I know I'm running short on time, but I want to continue on here real quick. And just want to show a little bit of the work I do with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra and how I'm trying to bridge gaps on that side as well. This is actually from a percussion piece.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Nick. I'm excited to work with you, Brian, and the rest of the BSO musicians on this percussion concert for our young people.
Now tell us a little bit about your work. I imagine percussion plays a big part in it.
Definitely. Percussion can help drive and control the tempo, melody, and rhythm of a song, especially in urban music. When it comes to spoken word, percussion can help drive the emotion of the text and at times create a noteworthy transition.
That's incredible. Your use of rhythm makes you truly a
More musician has a
And this is a clip from when I did Carnival of the Animals with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra.
You're in luck to conduct a radical rendition.
We'll be conducting a rather radical rendition of the Camille Saint-Saëns classic Carnival of the Animals. Hip-hop artist Wordsmith will narrate.
The carnival's gonna start. The BSO is ready. A riveting royal march.
We caught up with the orchestra.
So the work I get to do with the orchestra, not just doing spoken word pieces, but it's very big on trying to bridge that gap to living in Baltimore City. 60% of the community is Black, but we don't get a lot of that community that comes into the BSO, but also that love classical music. So I'm really, helping, not just being charged, but working with other colleagues on building programs that will bring more culture into the BSO and open classical music up, because it's definitely a beautiful form of music. And it just needs to be, honestly, a lot of different cultures need to be presented, I would say, in a way that they can relate to it better. So that's what I'm really working on, is trying to bridge my community and bring them in there a little bit closer. You heard David mention my nonprofit, Rise with a Purpose. Was blessed to open it up in June 2020 during the middle of the pandemic. And since that time, we've been able to do a couple of cultural programs virtually. We did another one with Ukraine. We did Tanzania, Tunisia. Um, and right now, one of my biggest legacy projects I'm working on, and something I want to be remembered for, bigger than any song I ever write, is putting a music school in Baltimore City. We have no music education in our public schools at all. It's not a part of the curriculum. So any music education you want to get, you have to seek outward and get it. So for example, my oldest son goes to school in Baltimore County. He plays 4 different instruments, has great music education. My youngest son goes to school out here in the city at Mount Royal. He has no music education at all. Drum set is sitting in our house, and any music education he gets is from me or any of my band members that I bring in or people in the industry that I know. So there's really a need in underserved communities where I live at to get some of these kids off the street, to give them goals, to open up and unlock some of their gifts. Because I see so many kids in my neighborhood who I know have talent that will never get unearthed. And I go, man, this kid right here could be the next great guitar player, songwriter, piano player, and it's never going to get discovered. And so one of my biggest things to my nonprofit, and I also, the help of you and many others out here, is to get this music school, have a location where I can consistently teach, consistently hold performances, consistently have an avenue for people in my community, and as you see, worldwide, to embrace music in so many different forms. I'm not going to take any more time. I know I went over a little bit, but I
No,
thank
you
you
didn't.
kindly. I didn't. Okay, good. I have a little bit of time. Um,
Did
Another
you?
facet that I would love to talk about, since I have a little bit more time, is I talked about being a well-rounded musician, and I love to write music. I get to write a lot of music for TV, films, and games. And so a lot of the kids that I work with, I encourage them to, yeah, shoot for the stars, try to get on the radio and TV. But if you can get in TV, films, and games, it means much, much more because it will live on forever. So, for example, I've written songs 10 years ago that have been in TV shows or a game that will live on way past my time here on Earth. And I get paid for that the rest of my life. So every time that TV show airs, I get what's called royalties for that. So I really teach kids, get your music in places that you can earn an income the rest of your life. So I'm going to show you 2 quick clips of some of the work I've done. One was with the WWE for a female wrestler called Bianca Belair that I'm very proud of her. She's actually a really big star in the WWE now. And I wrote her very first theme song for her, and I'm going to show you a clip of it right now.
So we're getting ready to applaud. So 3, 2, 1, give it up for Wordsmith.
Thank you so much.
I also wanted to say that Wordsmith is really bringing people together, as he mentioned. He's very good at reaching out to people not like him, and that's something we all need to do. People who don't think like us, people who don't look like us, that's what our country needs to do more. I'll also say he was generous not to point out that I mixed up hip hop and rap, because I know they're actually different. But
This is a little musical education here, Wordsmith.
he's a generous, kind man, and we were very honored to have you here today, Wordsmith. And God bless you, my friend. He didn't mention this.
Thank you. God bless.
Faith is very much part of his work, and that's one of the things that attracted him to me to his work, and the work of Kari Caudill, this other musician that he's working with.
Great. Thanks so much. And welcome back, all the Rotarians are missing us. Bob and Carl and Gus has been gone. Taylor, great to see you.